Anyway, I'm back. I was saying about not being able to trust my stepkids. My husband and I were away, and I asked my husband, make sure the house is locked up. And oh, yeah, it's locked up, it's locked up. And I get back, and our garage door is wide open. My kitchen is trashed, which upsets me greatly because we just had our kitchen renovated. Dishes in the sink, stove a mess, and the house was a mess. Crumbs all over the kitchen, and I was very upset because first off, there wasn't supposed to be anybody in our house while we were away because I totally cleaned my house before I left. So when I came home, it would be all nice and clean. And I came home and it's a mess and the house is all unlocked. Anybody could have came in and stole anything. Garage door wide open. And so I questioned the stepson about, hey, who'd you have in the house? Nobody. Well, you might want to rethink that because you did have somebody in the house. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. So he lied to me 3 times on the phone, and in the time being, I seen a female product in our guest bathroom. And so when I confronted the son, again, his dad and I confronted him, who did you have in this house and why were you here? He says, I didn't have anybody here. Well, I said to him, that's funny because I haven't had any female issues in 20 years. So that wasn't mine. Who was here? So when we finally caught him in his lie, he wasn't very happy. And I told him it was inappropriate to have people in our home when we're not here and to have a female here, number one, with 6 other guys. It doesn't look very good. And not knowing what they were doing is another issue because, they party, they can be partying, and then if kids leave our home and they're drunk, then we're responsible for that. And I'm not willing to take that chance. And I know these kids aren't perfect and they're going to try things. They're kids. And as the old saying goes, when the cat's away, the mice will play. So wasn't real happy. And then I said to him, I don't like liars. I have a hard time with liars and I don't like liars. And he's like, well, I'm not a liar. And I'm like, well, you just lied to me 3 times. And then came to find out that he wrecked his mom's car and never even told her about it. So I was like, really? You're not a liar. You've wrecked your mom's car and it's been a week and you haven't even told her yet? That's not being very truthful. And that made him mad. Well, I expected the dad to discipline him and he didn't, which really, really, really upset me. I mean, the dad had a total meltdown just because I wanted him to discipline his child for lying. So that's teaching the kids hey, I can lie and get away with it because number one, their mother does it and gets away with it. His sister, thanks Zeus, his sister has done it for years and I've watched her do it and get away with it. So he's figuring I can do it now and get away with it too. Not happy about it. So that's just a little bit of what I put up with every day. And then his dad finally had a meltdown here the other weekend, last weekend, because the son was supposed to do some chores and he totally blew him off, didn't do them. He's out running around, having fun with his friends. And when he gets mad at us, then he goes to his mother's because it's just like, well, I'm mad at dad. I don't want to be there, so I'll go stay at my mom's where there is no rules and there is no boundaries and there is no discipline and they can do whatever they want. And he'll be left there by himself too because his mom will go away and he'll be there by himself so he can do whatever he wants and nobody's going to bother him. Never checks in with his dad when he's there. So we never know what's going on. The daughter, this damn dog.